I'm sure you've heard the phrase, romanticize your life, and perhaps you felt, as I did, that it was something that was twee and easily dismissible and really didn't mean a whole lot. It was sort of this candy coating on your life, a veneer that you put on for your Instagram feed or Facebook and whatnot, and it melts away as soon as the camera turns off. But over time, I've come to realize that it doesn't have to be inauthentic or shallow, that it's about putting attention on your life, about thinking about the moments, of transcending them. And when you do this, it actually reaps benefits. It makes you more happy, more well-balanced, more productive, and puts your consciousness in a more relaxed posture to be more effective as you progress through life. It's about seeing your life as something worthy of beauty, of attention. It's about fashioning yourself into the main character. When I looked closely, I realized that I had been romanticizing my own life for years, almost accidentally. And that small shift in mindset has done more for my productivity, my creativity, and even my peace of mind than any app, planner, or productivity hack ever could. Romanticizing your life is a quiet rebellion against the chaos of modernity. It's choosing to slow down, to see your morning coffee as a ritual, a mocha pot as a means of contemplation, a reminder that some experiences need to be earned. It's seeing your desk not as a workstation, but as a creative sanctuary. It's the art of noticing, of elevating the ordinary, from your choice of dish, clothing, music, or, especially in my world, a fountain pen. Each segment of your life is considered, curated, added intentionally into the fabric of all else. It's also a means to remind you that things shouldn't be disposable. The right fountain pen, for instance, should last a lifetime. Some things become heirlooms. To romanticize your life is to believe, even for a moment, that your existence is part of something grand, that the chapter you're living in now is worth savoring. The quiet morning, the rainy walk, the act of writing something down by hand. These are the moments that make up the epic story of your life, and even the quiet and mundane tasks can have meaning and significance that aligns with your values and your goals. In fact, it can help you to become a whole person. Now, what it isn't is pretending your life is perfect. It's about recognizing and reminding ourselves that our lives are meaningful, that we fit somewhere in the world with our family, our friends, and the spaces we create for ourselves, regardless of our mistakes. For me, this philosophy has become a way to associate habits with creativity so that one may inspire the other. When I light a candle before I write, when I dip a nib into an inkwell, when I choose to sit down at my desk rather than scroll on my phone, I'm telling my mind that what I'm doing matters, it's important, and I'm about to do something with significance. I'm setting a stage for thought. It's like setting a table for inspiration, preparing a place where a muse might feast, where my mind and imagination might follow unplanned threads to undiscovered countries, limitless landscapes of creativity and connections. It helps to play some music, something soft and mindful, something where the notes dance around in your mind, pinging off the facets of unformed thought and connection, dissonant ideas into new forms. I recommend something like Satie's gymnopedias. The smell of wood at your desk, the hint of fragrance and the heat of a candle, the flickering quality of light, a wall of books, soft dreamy music, they all form a certain cockpit for thought, for new adventures in the mind that you can describe in your journals and notebooks with curling, beautiful cursive script. Romanticizing your life isn't just about where you write or what you do, it's also very much how you present yourself to the world. Choosing your clothing can be a form of quiet poetry, a way of expressing yourself through fabric and texture. Personally, when I put on a tweed jacket or a Tattersall shirt from Courtings of Piccadilly, or occasionally something from Ralph Lauren, I'm not dressing for anyone else. I'm stepping into a version of myself that feels rooted in my history. A scholar, perhaps, a wanderer, a gentleman adventurer, if you will, ready to explore ideas as much as places. The texture of the fabric, the weight of wool in autumn, even the way the collar folds, it all contributes to a sense of presence, of purpose. I have cast myself into the adventure of my life and must also supply the wardrobe. Sometimes I am sending a message through it. Sometimes it's armor against the world. But no matter how you dress, we all follow rules of acceptability and deliberateness. It's best to form these for ourselves. This can go for women too, or for anyone drawn to a softer romantic aesthetic. I think of brands like Dawn, Christy Dawn, or Cezanne. Their pieces seem made for slow mornings, for reading in sunlit rooms, for living beautifully without trying too hard. Each stitch whispers the same idea, that beauty and intentionality belong in daily life, not just on special occasions. When you dress intentionally, you're not pretending. You are showing the world that this is who you are today, and this is how you choose to show yourself to the world. And it all connects with those other choices you have made for your life. When I was younger, back in my days at Rutgers in the 1980s, I didn't think of this as romanticizing my life. But I can see it now that that's exactly what I was doing. I loved the smell of old books, the echo of my footsteps in the library stacks, the feeling of discovering an obscure writer who no one else seemed to read. Some of those writers are really popular now. These moments made me feel alive. I spent hours in the library in those little cubby cells that gave you privacy for thought and contemplation. I spent hours in bookstores in Philadelphia and wandered the streets with Baudelaire under my arm. These things gave my life texture, the kind of texture that kept me inspired and curious. Plus, it was tempered with that uninhibited optimism that young men possess at that age. Today, I recreate that same feeling in my workspaces. I surround myself with books, maps, fountain pens, and relics from the past. Each one is a reminder of a slower, more intentional world. And when I sit here, in this small oasis of quiet, my brain knows it's time to create. It's a way of putting myself in a creative mind space. Romanticizing your life should be personal, so surround yourself with things that are important to you, that have meaning to you, that remind you of things you are striving to achieve, or warm, safe places you have known. Don't be bound by any aesthetic other than your own. Instagram is a great source for inspiration, and so is Pinterest. But don't be bound by them. Personally, my biggest inspiration, beside my life experiences, is the cell of St. Jerome. So don't be afraid to go far afield for your inspiration. What matters is that your surroundings reflect the person you aspire to be. Even a single object carefully placed can become your aesthetic. Placing an object, arranging it with something else, bends it to your creative will and binds it to your sense of beauty. A notebook, a candle, a photograph can anchor your workspace in meaning. When you sit there at your desk, you realize that you're part of this comfortable, enlightening, inspiring space that just frees your creativity and allows you to express yourself comfortably and in a fun and interesting surrounding. Romanticizing your life also extends beyond your workspace. It's in the way you move through the world. Take the long way home sometimes. Take the scenic route. Notice the play of light on a pond as you pass, the quaint homes with Victorian colors, the farms, and the charming city spaces. You can imbue your life with small moments of wonder and find peace within them. These things remind us that we're alive and that we live within a space and within a time, and of course with other people. This will enhance your creativity. It will place you firmly within a cinematic consciousness. You begin to live like a writer or a filmmaker, attuned to scenes, to textures, to color, to meaning. You become the both protagonist and the observer of your story. And the best place to record all of this is in your journal. I cannot say enough about the power of journaling. For me, it's almost as if nothing has ever happened unless I've written it down in my journal. And in that awareness, not just your creativity, but your entire life becomes richer and more expansive. Modern life rewards speed, efficiency, constant visibility. But when you romanticize your life, you're stepping away from all that. It's a reminder to stop sleepwalking through your life and to live it, each ephemeral moment, and to internalize the beauty and resonance of it. Also, it's a way to stop the distraction of your phone and scrolling. I see it as the opposite of escapism. It's about being more present in your life, of fully inhabiting each moment and expressing your true self within it. It's about finding the resonant moments in the everyday. When I write with a fountain pen, I'm reminded that words were once labored over. They had rich meaning. The inks in the paper were expensive. They still are. If you committed it to paper, it meant something. And when I sit back with a book in silence, I feel time stretch. It's as if the past and present meet in that stillness. I can luxuriate in an instant of eternity. And if you want to hold on to that quality longer, do it in your journaling. There's nothing like writing something down, of looking for the narrative in it that gives your life a rich narrative resonance. And that's the power of romanticizing your life. It slows your life down enough where you can feel it again. You can get in touch with your sense of self. My workstation often features different elements that are important to me in my life, like my Mont Blanc Egyptomania. It's a reminder to me constantly that creativity is eternal. There's something about Egyptian symbolism that just feels so eternal. It also reminds me that I write to remember, I write to hold on to moments, I write to hold on to days I've loved and to hold on to time. Also, my vintage inkwell, also Egyptomanian, if you will, a small magical artifact that connects me to centuries of writers before me. When I think about it, I'm really just a custodian for this. And of course, there are my journals, the maps of my own thoughts, the description of my inner topography, inked one line at a time, one moment at a time, through almost 30 years of my life. Each object around me carries a story, and every story whispers, slow down, pay attention, this matters, this moment is all there is. That's the essence of romantic living. It's not about luxury, it's about intention. It's about being present, of realizing that you are a presence in this world. So why romanticize your life? For one thing, it makes your life a little bit more fun. It makes it an expression of who you are through everything you touch, do, say, and how you present yourself to the world. And you do this not to impress anyone, but to be more consistent and to express yourself openly through each and every area of your life. Because when you treat your life like art, something beautifully transformative happens. It starts to become art. And then maybe, just maybe, you realize that your best days aren't those perfect days where everything goes well, but rather those days when you have an intense connection with yourself, with your loved ones, with everything around you. Those days seem to linger in an instant of eternity. And really, that's all we can ask for. So thank you so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with someone who you think might enjoy it. And consider subscribing. I'd love to have you on this journey with me. I make new videos each week, and I have a live show as well. And if you want to support the channel even more, there's a membership program available as well. We have a pen pal group, which is fantastic for slowing down. And at Illuminati and Cognoscenti Members, you can write a letter to someone, which is a lot of fun. So I'll promise you, I will see you very soon further up the road. So take care.